welcome to Stay at Home Pilates. We are today looking at two very simple exercises that you can be doing on a daily basis whilst you're on your feet. We have to remember that Pilates is not just a set of exercises, it is not just an exercise regime, it is a lifestyle. And if I can help you to move a little better by simple exercises that can be done on a daily basis, then that's all good. And we're starting today with your standing exercise and also something that can be done regularly so you get stronger. So I'd like you to look at your feet. You should be in your bare feet, and I want you to look down to see how your feet are placed. Ideally, the feet should be sitting in a parallel position where your toes are pointing forward, and when you bend your knees, the knees track out over your second toes. However, if you look down and suddenly think, oh, my foot is sitting slightly out, or my feet aren't standing in parallel, then I'd like you to make a very small adjustment towards parallel. Don't make huge adjustments because the muscles need to be re-educated gradually. So make a very small adjustment towards parallel and think of a tripod on your foot. Base of your big toe, little toe and your heel, and those 3 points you want to feel that you're stood on. So once you have that in mind, draw your thighs up, pull your pubic bone towards your navel to engage your tummy, and bottom just tightens up. Shoulders are drawn down, and take a gentle sway towards the 2 points on the balls of your feet between the big toe and little toe, and then go back towards your heels. Now whilst you're swaying, try and keep your toes down, big toe planted onto the floor. When you sway forwards and back, you're beginning to strengthen up the ankle joint. So the movement comes from your ankle. You should not be moving from your hips or from the shoulders. The whole movement is from your ankles. And it's only small. Don't try and make it a big movement, it's only small. The brain sends a message down to the feet because the brain is telling the body what you're about to do is take a step forward. But we're not. We're just swaying. So everything switches on, and it's a great little exercise just to do when you're standing because everything internally switches on, and it's also very good for when you're standing for long periods of time. Now the second exercise is to help engage your bottom. So I'd like you to bring your feet again into your parallel, and go from your parallel and bring your heels together. This is, I call it the military position, and then go back to parallel. If you place your hands just on your bottom, so just here, as you go from parallel to military, you should feel your bottom tighten up a little. And then maybe when you go back to parallel, it relaxes a little. So what it's wanting to do is relax when it shouldn't be relaxing. So by doing this little exercise where you go from parallel to the military to parallel, you're starting to train those muscles in your bottom to switch on, and when they start working, you'll find the more you do this, the more they'll switch on, and as they get stronger, they become stronger for when you're not in military, when you're just in parallel, because this is functional positioning for when you're walking. You want to be walking in that way rather than walking like Charlie Chaplin. So doing your 10 repetitions daily, parallel, military, parallel. You might have to consciously squeeze your bottom for some time before it strengthens up, and it does it automatically. 2 exercises for when you're standing in the kitchen, making a coffee, maybe having to stand for a long period of time, but in your bare feet, gentle sways, keeping thighs, tummy, bottom tight, and then doing your military position, military parallel, 10 times every day, and that's the start of your standing Pilates. Join me for the next time.